get to it.
Count down, bro.
It's on.
All right, here we are, guys. Today I'm going to show you how to set up and operate the biscuit joiner. This isn't specific to any of your projects. You will all be using this thing for whatever project you're doing. So I'm actually going to put this video under the woodshop skills playlist. So this happens to be Joe's nightstand top, and we're going to do some biscuits in here just to help his alignment. So biscuits can actually serve two purposes. This is a biscuit right here. This is a number 0. There's biscuits that we have. We use 0s and we use 20s. 20s are just a larger size. We use biscuits for two reasons. First of all, for strength, right? So they help strengthen a joint. They also help the alignment of a joint. So you guys have noticed that when you go to glue two edges together, oftentimes the glue can make that board squeeze around a fair bit. The biscuit's going to help that or prevent it from happening. So we're going to have a biscuit in between there, and then it never moves around. We don't have to worry about the alignment of things. Okay, so especially for something like this where Joe's already has his boards, he's got them kind of planed and he's already getting close to his final dimension for thickness. We don't want to have these boards misaligned because that's going to make us an even thinner panel by the time we're done. All right, so he's got jointed edges already. Everything is prepped, and we're gonna set this biscuit joiner up now. Okay, so it comes out of the box looking like this. First thing we're going to do is rotate the adjustment here on the side so that it says 0, and it already was, so that's a good thing. Next thing, we need to take our fence and move our fence down. So here's the locking screw here, crank it all the way down till it bottoms out, snug that back up, doesn't have to be crazy tight. The next thing is we want to take our board, and I know this might be tough for you guys to see on the video there, but there's a little red mark right on the side of the biscuit joiner there, and we're just going to make sure that that's about halfway into the board. This is not a critical adjustment, but we're actually going to bump it down just a hair. Alright, so I just loosened that lock nut there, and then this is the adjustment screw, changes the height of the fence. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now we need to mark out where these biscuits are going to go. For the case of the nightstand top, you don't want to have your biscuits too close to the ends, because when we do the trim cut here, we don't want to expose the biscuit on the end of the nightstand. Okay, so we're going to come in here just a little bit, maybe something about here, and just draw a line all the way through. Same thing for this one, line all the way through. I'm not measuring these. There's nothing fancy about this at all. If you want to, you can even draw just a little arrow that shows where you're going to biscuit. Okay, just like that. Right, two little arrows there. So then you can now push this up against your workbench, so you have a good area to work. We're going to end up biscuiting all these, so we're going to actually use 1, 2, 3, 4 biscuits. Safety glasses, earmuffs. Okay, and we're just going to line up this little red mark right there, right with our arrow. We're going to turn the saw on with the trigger right there. Let the saw come up to RPM first, and then slow and smooth we're going to plunge this thing all the way in. The fence needs to be sitting nice and flat on the top surface of your board, just like that. Okay, so here we go. Okay, we'll do the other ones. Okay, so I'm going to let Joe finish up the other ones, but just to show you how this goes together, the biscuits are going to go in just like this, and when he does his glue up, the biscuits are going to put a little bit of glue inside the biscuit slot there as well, and on the biscuit, and then they will just fit together just like that. And now, because the fence of the biscuit joiner was referenced on the same surface, these are perfectly flush. And when you clamp that together with glue, you're not going to have to worry about those boards squeezing around. Okay? So there it is.